All right, welcome to season opener of Season 2 Truck League here at Maximum Speed Racing. You guys have been doing a lot of practicing out here.
User joined your channel.
I don't know, for some reason, Ed, I can't drag anybody anywhere. Are you there, Ed? Earth to Ed.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
We do another pit party here?
You there, Ed? I don't know, you got your mic muted or something.
I'll push you when I get up there, Matt.
Yeah?
User joined your channel.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Now they shut the friggin' iRacing down.
The heck?
I don't know. It's become a complex, and I don't understand why I went to a friggin' B class when I haven't done no races in so long.
Well, what was your SR? Was it below 2.0?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It demotes you down.
Okay. All right, 10-4.
Yeah, same thing happened to a couple other guys. I forget who it was. Somebody was saying last night about it. I think Aaron Davis. Yeah, he was all tore up about it. I was like, well, I don't know. I guess when you drop down, cause see, last night was the, where they graduate. At the end of the month, every month.
Yeah.
So those that didn't make it, they lose, and ones that did make it gain. So.
Yep.
So I think I'm seeing a little bit of improvement here by these guys, Ed. They've been out here racing around each other a little bit now, and didn't start out too great, but boy, it sure has improved. Where did David Howard go?
I don't know. I had to leave iRacing to get my team speak to work.
Yeah. You coming back in though?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back in there.
Okay. Let me go up now and see these guys where David went. Be right back.
Just right. Go right for the green cone while you're hard on the brakes, and then
where did
let off.
Where did David Howard go?
He reset his internet, and he hasn't been back since. He's been gone about 35 minutes.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's going to suck, man, if he doesn't get in here.
Yeah.
Has anybody got his phone number?
I do. I'm going to call him real quick.
All right. I just wondered because I hadn't seen him in there, and I was like, whoa, where the heck did he go? Because I know he's going to be tore up if he ain't in here to get them points.
Yeah.
So.
I know exactly what's going on with his Wi-Fi, too.
Okay, well, good luck tonight, guys, and whatever you got to do, just try to keep it clean and finish well, okay? You guys are some of the cleanest racers here, and I know we've got a couple new guys in here, so just have to try to give them extra room, But good luck, guys.
Yep. Thanks, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Channel switched.
Hey, good luck, guys. Wish you all the best of luck. Good racing, good clean fun. Enjoy yourself, okay?
All right. You too.
Thank you.
Channel switched.
Guys in the pits, you better
So working all right now, Ed?
No, it seems like it's working.
Okay, cool. Maybe you just, I don't know. It could be, you know, with that update, that last update that they did, I think there's a lot of glitches in here. You know?
No, it could be, yep.
I mean, we've got guys coming in as ad. You know, there's a lot of glitches in it. So they'll get it ironed out. From what I understand, there's supposed to be another update tomorrow.
Huh.
So then maybe that's what they're fixing, a few of these little glitches.
No, it could be.
Yeah. Well, sorry, buddy.
I ain't worried about it, man.
Well, I am. I got to have my partner in here. This is the league opener, buddy. This is the season opener.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be exciting stuff right here tonight, man. We got new guys in here, and you know, we got 38 members, and we've got what, 16 people in here or something. Oh, there's a big crash. I just told them guys, you might want to maybe go up and talk to them, Ed, before we get started, and tell them, you know, make sure you're giving lots of room. I told them too, but you know, they need to think about things like that. But they're going to qualifying now.
Well, that was quick.
Yep, that was a whole hour. So 75 laps here tonight. It's going to be. I think it's going to be interesting. You know, with a few new guys out here, we've got some of the guys, the new guys that have turned laps here. Matthew Breckel. Let's see, who's another new one? Brian Vandenheck, Spencer Burns. So we've got a couple new ones. I don't know if David Howard's going to make it back in time. They said that he had internet issues and he may not make it back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's going to be upset. Well, I can't help that. I wish I could, because, you know, I mean, him being our last season champion, geez, oh man, I don't want to see him miss a race, you know. Starting the season opener. Wow.
Whatever happened to the second driver for last year? I don't see him in here. Who was that?
Chris Scala.
Tony. No,
Tony's in
Godwin.
there. He's in there.
Okay.
But Chris Scala, I guess, can't make it tonight. I don't know. He's got something going on.
Oh, yeah, 10-4.
He might pop in. I don't know. He said he might make it, but you know, I don't look for him. I think it's getting kind of late for him to make it now, but he's still got about 3 minutes to make it.
He's probably chewing his fingernails off.
Oh, I'm sure. He had ball practice or ball game or something tonight. I forget. But he said he should be home by 7:30 when the race started. But, you know, obviously he didn't make it. And Dan Lisa was updated yesterday. They had an update, and man, it's really kind of messed up. And I lost all my settings that I had in there for the truck league, so I'm gonna have to go back in and redo them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did reschedule the truck, the first one, this one here, in there, the Daytona one, so I can put those points in tonight. But, you know, obviously David's not going to make it back to do it, so it's going to be a good race. These guys raced really hard last night, from what I understand. Sean Butler and William Kirk running really good in that race, so they finished 1-2. William Kirk won, I guess. Was you in that last night?
No, I went and watched it. I watched the race last night.
Ooh, Matthew Breckel coming in third spot in the number 17. Very good. Timothy Lewis, look at that. Fourth spot. Wow.
He's gaining up there, ain't he?
I'm telling you what, man. These guys have improved so much, Ed, in their racing. You know, it's just amazing. We've got a couple of non-qualifiers. Oh, Dustin Lee just took the pole. Holy smokes. Very good job by Dustin Lee. Beating out Tony by, wow, about 2/100ths of a second. So that's quite a little bit when you think about it.
Oh, it sure is. It's going to mess one driver up, not having a partner. Everybody be matched up with partners, but one driver. Unless David Howard Jr. gets back and he can match up, and everything will be even.
Well,
I don't see that happening.
I don't think Rush qualified. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Did he? How come I don't even see him in there? Oh, he's the ad. Okay, at the bottom there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's going to be an odd number. 15 drivers.
Gonna be a lonely driver.
So qualifying over, Dustin Lee on the pole with a 48.512 in the number 51. Second place, the 01 of Tony Godwin. Third place, the number 88 of Sean Butler. Fourth place, 17, Matthew Breckel. In fifth place, the number 4 of Timothy Lewis. Sixth place, the number 11 of Vic Greenwood. In seventh place, the number 84 of Kevin O'Brien. Eighth place, the number 37 of Brian Vandenheck. In ninth place, the number 21 of Aaron Davis. In 10th place, the number 38 of Jeremy Patterson. And in 11th, the number 56 of Spencer Burns. In 12th, the number 9 of William Kirk. In 13th, the number 15 of Chuck Scala. In 14th, the number 69 of Jared Akey. And rounding out the end of the field, the number 14, Steve Hurst.
Well, there you go, folks. There you have it. Thank you, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Ed, do you mind checking to see if the broadcast looks okay, real quick, or
Sure can.
or if you can?
Take me 2 seconds.
Yes, sir. It should be. I just want to double check.
Huh?
And I got to talk to you after we get done here tonight, because something come up and I'm not going to be able to broadcast probably again till about Monday.
That sounds good, Rudy.
I mean, I won't be able to do the NASCAR 2003 leagues or nothing. I'm going to send them an email telling, explaining to Rich and Truan that something has come up, and I'm not going to be able to be there, probably till about Sunday or maybe even Monday.
That's for, bro.
So I'm sorry,
Oh, don't be sorry, Rudy. You gotta do what you gotta do, buddy.
I'll talk to you about it after the race.
10-4. Our Twitch is looking good, Rudy.
Great. Good deal. So Dustin Lee bringing him around. Lights are off on the pace car. 75 laps here at Daytona. Drafting is going to be very important. Keeping your car clean. The guys only have one reset, Ed. So, and that was per you. So,
Oh, sure is.
you know, they're going to have to save their equipment, like you say. You know, it's teaching these guys to keep these fenders intact. It's just a must. So as they come out of turn 4 and they're coming down the front stretch here, the pace car is going to duck off onto pit road. And green flag. Away we go, Ed. 75 big ones.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm in the back of the field. You'll be there and keeping an eye on things.
Roger that, thank you.
Very welcome, buddy. Boy, Steve Hurst, man, he got a, I don't know what happened there, but he's way back.
Could be missed a gear.
Something happened, man. He just left all those cars left and right in the dust. Plus that white car, can pull back from so he can catch up.
Got Kevin O'Brien way off. He must have started coming out of the pits, and he's way back.
I was going to say, yeah, because Chuck Scallick there, he didn't get a good jump either. I mean, if he can get Steve Hurst, they can hooked up together.
But this front pack here, everybody kind of dancing around a little bit. They're searching for their partner. We've got a couple guys missing tonight. Some of these guys' partner, David Howard Jr., not making it back in time. Him and William Kirk were partners in here, so this is going to be. Hopefully, William can find a good partner to dance with out here tonight. Looks like right now maybe him and Sean Butler might be going to hook up. Rush out there searching for a partner. Now, I guess that's why, you know, we stress, Ed, that, you know, it's important to make these practices and stuff so you can find a partner and learn to draft with that partner so well, you know, and so.
Yeah, that's what you really need to do, especially like a Daytona, Talladega, somebody to ride with and get used to how they draft, switching, exactly. You know, and that's really important on these big super speedways here.
Ooh, Tony going way up on the high line. You letting Vic come down. I think he's going to push Vic here. So, and I apologize. That was Jeremy Patterson back there, not Sean Butler. Sean Butler's up with Dustin Lee right now in the lead and pushing the daylights out of each other up here. They're switching up in turn 1. Sean going low, Dustin coming right down in behind him. Good switch, perfect. Good job, guys. I don't want to say it, Ed, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I hear that, man.
I don't want to jinx the race right now.
No, it's all about being patient now. Oh, the Ford got up against the wall. I don't know what happened there, man. He scraped the wall a little bit. Or Timothy Lewis there, he just scraped the wall there coming up off the turn 4, I think it was, really.
Ooh,
he's back in line. He come right down in front of the 69.
Ooh.
Well, that was close.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Keep an eye on him for a minute.
Yeah, it kind of looks like maybe he's going to get hooked up here with William Kirk. Rush might be going to get hooked up back here with Brian Vandenheck. Brian Vandenheck's a good racer. I see him run a lot at A-Main Racing Head, and yeah, I think he's a B class, but you know what? Or no, he's a C, I'm sorry. I think he got busted down last night.
Yeah, 10-4.
He runs a lot of official races, but he's a really good racer. And I think he was a great addition, you know, to the league because he does run pretty clean.
Yeah, 10-4, really.
So some of the guys still searching for partners out here. The 17 kind of going up a little bit high there. Matthew Breckel looking for a partner. And it looks like maybe he might have one now.
Wow, look at that 4-pack way out in the front, man. Left these guys in the back.
Yep.
That breakaway. What they need to do now, Rudy, they got to line up here, man. Those leaders up there,
Yeah.
they've been long gone.
Yep.
You've got to stay in line.
Dustin Lee continuing to leading another lap. So I believe he's led every lap. Sean might have led one when they switched up or something here, but so far I think Dustin's led the most laps. Vic and Tony here. Tony kind of airing the truck out a little bit, getting it cooled back down. I think he might be the better pusher of the two. Not saying anything against Vic. Maybe that's something that them two worked out. You know, that Tony felt better pushing Vic. So, but anyhow, I'd like to give a wave out to Mrs. Greenwood tonight. So, hey, Mrs. Greenwood, hope you're watching. And hopefully we'll see your husband come to Victory Lane tonight. It would be awesome.
Yeah, it would, Rudy.
I'd love to see any of these guys in Victory Lane. It's, you know, they just, like you said, Ed, they got to be patient.
Yeah, patience is a virtue here, man. Like I said, I always say, like Talladega, Daytona, man. Especially at Daytona, man. It's not as wide as Talladega, and you've got to be really careful. These trucks, the aero push off these things are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was in there practice pushing somebody there, lap after lap, and every time I get up on the bumper, and the car started like twisting back and forth, and I said, whoa, so much air coming off these things.
So these guys, 2x2x2 all the way back through. We've got William Kirk and Timothy Lewis working together. Then we've got Aaron Davis and Jeremy Patterson working together. Then a little bit further here, we've got Brian Vandenheck and Matthew Breckel working together. And then is that Rush and Brian Vandenheck. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Who was up? Oh, that was Spencer Burns up there in the 55. I got to learn these guys, these new guys. So got to learn their numbers, Ed. And back here, Chuck and Steve's trying to get hooked up here. I think they're just kind of playing it cool right now. They know it's a long ways to go. They're not really in a big hurry to push each other. And I commend those guys. They're probably going to finish this race with all their fenders intact. Them two right there. Uh-oh, we got a wreck. Caution out, Ed. Hey, Ed. Well, I guess I lost Ed again. So let's go to the far chase view here, and we're going to slow it down and see.
We got a caution, Rudy?
Yeah, I was talking to you.
I was on the phone real quick. Sorry, Rudy.
Looked like the 37 and the 17 getting together here. It looks like they kind of, one went high and the other one come down, so it was kind of like a little bit of both of their fault. 17 come up and the 37 come down. So all right, well, they can get the trucks back to pit lane here, get them fixed up. But I don't think the caution come out on that, Ed.
No caution.
Oh man.
You spun right there on the track. I don't know why they didn't come out.
Well, they spun right off of the track though, if you watch it. So these front four here up here just battling it out. They're just kind of riding along, but doing really good. Tony getting a bit of a run here. Now they're switching up. The leaders are switching. And they're giving them plenty of room. Vic's giving them room to let them do their switching. They're just riding right now. Lap 12, coming to lap 13. we got a lap car up on the high side of Kevin O'Brien. He's giving them plenty of room. Take them on the low side. Good job, Kevin. Good job. I think he was having some latency problems or something. That's why he started on pit road, Ed. He said he didn't want to, like wreck somebody or whatever. So I think he was. I don't know if he said that, but I'm just saying that I know he was having some latency problems.
Our caution should have came out for those 2 cars, man.
Yeah, it should have, but.
Well, that's what our admins are out there for, aren't they?
Well, I know, but they won't. No, they won't throw the caution because Dustin said that he kind of got criticized for throwing the caution last night in that race to catch up everybody to the field. But we tried to make them understand that that's different.
No, it's different. That's different. That's a practice. It's different in a race. If you got 2 cars off the pace, they got in a wreck. Somebody's got to throw a caution.
Well, no, it shouldn't be that way. It's the opposite. Last night was practice. They did it to catch the cars up to the field. Tonight, you can't just throw a caution. But, like I said, that's up to you. Totally up to you.
Yeah, 10-4.
Dustin.
No, it's too late now. I mean, I would have threw a caution. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dustin said that he was going to leave that up to you. If you wanted to throw the extra cautions. Because he threw that one last night and some of the guys didn't like it. So he said, well, then tonight I'm not going to throw any. They want them thrown, let Ed throw them. I said, oh,
yeah, 10-4. That's fine, but we're going to leave it now because it was too late.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think the caution should have come out because they spun down and right off of the, below the yellow line and went out across the grass. So they kept it off of the track.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah.
So David Howard's out there now. I didn't see him come in.
No, he's pushing Rush right now.
Good. He's several laps down though, which I highly doubt he's going to make up 9 laps. But
a bunch of wave ice.
Yeah, a whole bunch. Well, hopefully we don't see that many wave bys that we have that many cautions.
Oh no, you shouldn't have any cautions.
I hope not. That'll make for a long night. So we still got Sean Butler out here in the lead right now, being pushed by Dustin Lee. And Tony Godwin and Vic Greenwood there right in 3rd and 4th. So these 4 here have been hanging pretty tight together up here at the top 4. And then it's quite a ways back to the next pack. That would be Jeremy Patterson and Aaron Davis back here in the 5th and 6th spot. And William Kirk and Timothy Lewis running in 7th and 8th. We've yet to see any pit stops by these guys, but Ed, I'm thinking we're going to be seeing them here before long. They're on lap 18.
Oh yeah, they'll be coming in pretty shortly.
I believe probably about lap 20 or 21, something like that.
Yes.
Gosh, I can't remember. It's too hard to remember all the tracks to know when the pit window is.
Yeah.
I got billions and billions of little bits in my brain, and I just can't keep all those tucked in there, So good racing back here for this, back in the pack. These guys really finding good partners back here. David Howard and Rush hooking up, doing real good back here. Rush is running in the 9th position. And they're going to pass up Kevin O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien is he's running in the 13th position, 1 lap down. and that's because he started on pit road. He's trying to hold on to the draft a little bit there, but that's going to be kind of tough to do. Spencer Burns back here all by himself in the 10th position. No partner to help him. 24 seconds behind the leader. And we've got Chuck Scala about to go a lap down. And he does go a lap down. Caution's out? Or no? No.
I don't see the caution out really at all.
All right, I just looked like they slowed down. My bad.
Oh, that's all right.
So Tony and Vic trying to get a run on this high line, Ed, to get by Dustin and Sean. Trying to get that high line to work. I don't know, man. I tried that in practice, and it's just too hard to get that high line to work. Now, if they had 3 or 4 of them up there where they could freight train by them, they might get enough draft to push by.
Oh, yeah, sure, for sure.
I know Tony wants to get out there and lead some laps. At least lead one. He does have a little bit of a run this time, but Sean's pushing, kind of coming up on Dustin a little bit, and it don't look like they're going to let Tony lead this one. Nope. So I think Tony's yet to lead a lap, and you know that's a valuable point for these guys to at least lead a lap and they get that 1 point.
Oh, it sure is, Rudy. All those, points that if you can lead a lap, that extra point, man, makes a whole lot of a difference there when the end of the season comes.
Aaron Davis and Jeremy Patterson going by William Kirk and Timothy Lewis again. Timothy Lewis and William Kirk had a little bit of a run there. Tried to get him on that high side, but again, with nobody up there to work with you, it's just too hard to get by them.
Yeah, it sure is. And these guys, man, should be like I've always talked about, staying in line together. You get 4 or 5 cars in line, you better to catch those leaders, but they're all up and down and trying to pass each other, man. I wouldn't be that guy. I think I'd stay right in line and say, listen, let's catch the leaders, man, and fighting with each other.
Tony and Vic kind of losing a little bit of ground to our leaders out there, Sean and Dustin. They swapped up and kind of got around the 17-year lap car of Matthew Breckel, and it kind of messed them up just a little. Not saying Matthew did, I'm just saying it when they were trying to do the switch.
Oh yeah, I think I was thinking already. The fuel window here is between 35 and 45 laps.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I guess I was all wrong then. I was just thinking Daytona, big track. I was thinking that we only got like 21 or 22 laps. But yeah, I think you're right, Ed. It's like about 40.
Yeah. 10-4.
Yeah. Maybe even 45, because I think Talladega, you could run about 42 or 43 laps.
Yes, you can.
And that's 2.66 miles. Okay,
yep. This
is 2.5. So, yeah, you can probably get about 45 or 46 laps. So, we'll see. If it goes green the whole way, we're probably only going to see one pit stop. And that's going to be probably for fuel only. I don't think anybody's going to try to change tires, mainly for track position.
Oh, yeah, 10-4.
Spencer Burns still out here running by himself. He's about to go a lap down, though, here, probably in the next lap. He's running in the 10th position all by himself, 41 seconds behind the leaders, and here they come.
Yeah, he'll probably give him all kinds of room. He's a good driver. Oh, he just blinked out on us for a minute, but he's back on track.
Do freight train by him on the inside.
Yeah, he gave him all kinds of room up on that high side. Let those leaders go by.
Very
good job there, Spence.
Yes, very good job. Ooh, he tapped the wall a little bit. Good job, though, man. That's sportsmanship right there, Ed. At its finest.
It sure is, man. That's a respect for your fellow driver out there.
Tony and Vic still hooked up together here, trying to reel in our leaders up here, Sean and Dustin. And Sean and Dustin now switching up. They make that switch in turn one. And lost just a little bit of ground to them, but not much. And that kind of afforded Tony and Vic to catch them a little bit. They've got a hold of their draft now. And now they're switching up, and that's perfect timing too. When they're caught into the draft like that, that's perfect time to switch. Wow, look at that. That tightened them up a little. Good job by these guys, man.
Got a yellow, got a wreck.
Oh no. First caution, lap 29. Ooh. See if we can figure out who wrecked.
I think it's 37 got into it, I think. Let's look at it. Timothy Lewis.
Nope. Yeah. Seeing up here in the front now, Timothy and his partner. Boy, them two they've been hooked up, and I think he got that doggone bumper hook or something. Timothy kind of drifted up a little bit when he come back down. Didn't have enough room there, and him and William go for a ride, and it looks like hopefully maybe that was the only two involved in that wreck. Looks like pretty much, that wasn't going to be good. Brian Vandenheck getting a little piece of that action, though. He tried to avoid it. We'll go back and watch this. He tried to avoid that, so he's, so bad, but his partner went low and he went high, and they didn't know where William was going to go.
Oh, man, the 21 and the 38. 21 just really missed that back of, wow, that's so close there.
Yeah. So, Brian getting a little piece of that, so the guys will be doing some pit stops now. And even if they do stop now, Ed, I don't think they can make it the rest of the way.
Oh, no.
So getting back up to the front here, Dustin Lee leading them around. Let's see if they do make any pit stops. I think we're going to see some, I'm not sure if the leaders are going to pit, but I think we're going to see some pit stop. It looks like everybody's coming down on pit road.
Brian should have went up a little up on the high side where he was coming down. Boy, he took a hammer in the side of his truck.
Yeah, he did. Well, it's one of them things, every time, you don't know if you go high, he may go high or he may go low. You just never know.
Yeah, 10-4 on that, really.
So we'll see if these guys do any tire changes. I do see some of them. Dustin Lee doing tire changes. Tony Godwin. Sean Butler, right sides only. Sean Butler taking 4. Tony Godwin taking 4. But Dustin Lee only took right sides only. And he's away, so different pit strategies here for these guys. Not sure who gets the wave by on that. So I'm showing Spencer up front, but I'm not really too sure. I think he's a lap down, so he will be the first one to get his lap back. Hey guys, I believe Spencer Burns would be the wave by, wouldn't he be, Dustin?
Yeah, he looks like it. What? 1 second.
Anybody who hasn't pitted yet is the wave by. They're lap down.
So Brian Vandenheck and a few of the other guys coming down on pit
Check 'em
road
hard.
here on this other lap. Brian limping it down pit road. A lot of damage on that truck, Ed.
Are they giving wave bys for you or no? Or are we just going wave bys for the first car lap down?
First car lap down, isn't that what it's supposed to be?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that was Spencer Burns.
Okay.
That's what they're deciding
Stay low
there.
for the wave around.
So Brian Vandenheck here trying to get his truck fixed up. Oh, and he doesn't have a reset. What? Surely he did not use his reset already. Well, that's bad. Man. He didn't have a reset, Ed?
I am not sure, buddy.
Man. So he's sitting on pit road now. He's going to have to get that truck fixed up. Wow. That's gonna
Who's this now?
Brian Vandenheck.
Did he already use one of his resets?
Obviously he did.
Yeah, because remember him and the other truck got involved in the wreck there earlier.
Yeah. But I didn't know he had pitted.
Oh yeah, he pitted.
Okay.
Because now we show him 2 laps down. He'll come across, going to be 3 laps down.
Showing William Kirk with a lot of damage too, and a lot of nose damage. I can't believe he didn't take that in, get that fixed up. So these guys starting to get their getting their iRacing wave buys now, and that's going to put Dustin Lee back out in the lead.
See, Tony Godwin's pitting again. Getting fuel.
Yeah, I would say he might be going to try to stretch it the rest of the way. I believe he could make it the rest of the way from there. Now, some of these guys, I don't know, like Dustin Lee and stuff, I'm not sure. They're, if he's clutching it, trying to save fuel, like Aaron Davis there down on the apron, he's trying to save a little fuel. They might be going to try to stretch it the rest of the way, Ed.
Well, they might make it.
It's going to be close. Going to be a close one. So kind of give a rundown here. Dustin Lee in the lead. Vic Greenwood second. Aaron Davis in the third spot. Tony Godwin in fourth. But I don't think he's come around yet. William Kirk. Sean Butler. And this is all going to change because they got to cross the stripe, I think, for that to register, because we did have some guys that pitted. So, first caution of the night on lap, I think I said, what did I say, 29? Lap 29. So the truck's doubled up here, getting ready to go back to green flag. Lights off on the pace car. It's going to duck off on pit road.
We got 11 cars on the lead lap still.
Very good. Green, green, green. Dustin's kind of lost his partner here a little bit. So he's going to maybe try to hook up with another partner here. Aaron Davis pushing Dustin. On the high side, we got Rush pushing Vic Greenwood. So a little change of circumstances here, different partners now. Dustin doesn't have his old partner with him. Dustin knows how to get around this place, Ed. You know, he won last year. He won at Daytona, I believe, and, you know, it was a good race. So he knows how to get around this place. He's not a stranger to Victory Circle here. So Rush still pushing Vic Greenwood on that high side, and they've got a pretty good run if they can just maintain that and clear them. Dustin trying to hold on to that low line, and they do clear him. Comes down in front of them.
Oh, wow.
So Vic Greenwood out in the lead and Rush pushing him.
Good job, Vic.
And then we got William Kirk and Sean Butler coming on that high side too, and they clear him. So, wow, man, change of events here. Ooh. Start lap 36, almost halfway, Ed.
It's kind of funny there. Rush is riding the back there for the longest time. We get to lap, like you said, Rudy, lap 30 there, and there's Rush there pushing Greenwood up there, and awesome racing.
I never count out Rush. Never.
Nope.
They're switching up now, so Rush is going to get out there, and he's going to lead a lap. As long as he don't get freight train by on the outside here. Ooh,
whoa, drifting up here.
William Kirk trying to get a run on that high line, and it looks like maybe William might have beat him to the line. Rush is, he's hungry. He wants to get out there and lead a lap, so we'll have to see. I'm showing William Kirk's got a lot of nose damage on his truck, Ed. I don't know if you're seeing that or not. And that could be affecting his performance a little bit.
Yeah, it could be, man. I just seen a bunch of this. I don't know. I'm just watching him bobble so much here. All that wind.
Yep.
Maybe you get it. Maybe. Whoa!
Oh.
We got a wreck. Whoa! The 21's out of shape.
And that's gonna bring caution out again.
Oh, spins it in the back walls. Got the rear end. Front end looks good. Get the rear end on the 21 of Aaron Davis.
Looks like Rush is going to, he's going to get that lap now. So, okay, we're going to go back here and see if we can figure out what happened there. I'm not sure if Aaron come up or what happened. Let's go to the far chase view. Of Spencer Burns here. Now, it kind of looked like Spencer might have tapped him in the rear there a little bit, but I'm not sure. Let me rewind that back and see if I can't get a little better angle on that, Ed. Well, why can't I get a better angle on it now? What's going on here? My cameras aren't working. Why aren't my cameras working? Okay. Now, as we're going to go back one more here, and we're going to kind of watch this from a side angle and see what I don't see Spencer touching him. It looks like Aaron he hooked a bumper of Dustin Lee a little bit and got down on that apron and got loose, and that's what got him come around like that. So that's too bad for Aaron, man. He was doing so good too. But he didn't really hit anything, so he shouldn't have any damage or anything. The only damage he's got, I think, is on his pride.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
So caution out again on lap 38. Tony Godwin back here in the 8th position, Ed. I believe he's tried to. I think he's just trying to run a good, clean run tonight. Make sure he doesn't have like any incidents, because those incidents do count against you.
Oh, they sure do.
Now this year, last year was 10 incidents cost you a point. This year it's 4 incidents cost you a point. A little bit of a difference in the points that we've set, that Aaron and I sat down and talked about everything and ran through a bunch of different scenarios, and I'd like to have you in there with us, but you were working when we set it all up. But pretty much the same as last year, only that part, that 4 incidents you lose a point. And
right, exactly.
We did add in the hard charger award. You get a point for being the hard charger of the race.
Okay.
So, and hard charger, I don't know how that's defined. I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. To where, and we can always eliminate it if it doesn't, if something's not right. I can just go back in and edit it, and it'll take it back away. But, okay, so everybody's coming back out here and getting back in line. The lap 39, so we're well past halfway, lap 40, excuse me. Fuel is definitely out the window now, because with the caution here and everything, that's made the guys that were going to be kind of close, like Dustin Lee and some of them other guys that didn't pit, that's going to put them right up on where they'll be able to make it now.
Or.
But Rush out here leading, Ed. Woohoo!
Go get him, Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that replay over and over and over, and what happened is he must have got on his bumper and it grabbed him,
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I saw. Then I looked at there were Spencer Burns had nowhere to go but beyond the back bumper because he went on the apron, gave him a little push. I mean, that things can happen when you start slipping like that. So he didn't have really nowhere to go.
Yep, that's racing.
Yep, sure is, really.
But you know, they supposedly had fixed that bumper hook, but I don't think they totally fixed it. They lessened it, but they didn't fix it. You know, and that's what they said in the build. They said that they were gonna lessen the friction. Okay, so it wouldn't be quite so bad, but they didn't completely take it away.
I wish they put that build back to where it used to be.
I know it. Yeah, like about 3 builds ago.
Yeah, where you can follow somebody and not have all that pushing and arrow and all that stuff around the truck.
That was some good racing back then, Ed.
Oh, it sure was, man. Wow, awesome racing.
Well, that got us up into the classes we're in, you know, A class and stuff, man, because we did all that good racing, a lot of wins, and whew, yeah, that was some fun. So lights are off on the pace car again, and Rush bringing them around. We got Vic Greenwood on the outside, Jeremy Patterson in third, William Kirk in fourth, Sean Butler in fifth, and on the outside, I believe that's Spencer in the 6th place there.
It sure is.
So they come by this time here, and make sure I'm live. The pace car is going to duck off again, and hopefully maybe we'll see this go green the rest of the way, Ed.
I hope so.
Be nice. The pace car ducks off. And green flag, green flag. Jeremy Patterson trying to hook up onto the bumper of Rush there, and it looks like William Kirk going to try to hook onto the bumper of Vic Greenwood. So even yet again, changing the partners. Tony,
There's always somebody new, you know that, Rudy?
Yeah.
Don't matter who you got to go with.
well, that's the nature of the beast of this track, Ed.
It sure is.
You just don't know. I mean, like we've said many times, you can go from the front to the back in one lap, or go from the back to the front in one lap, you know?
Oh, Spencer Burns hooking up with Tony Godwin.
Yeah. And it looks like they're trying to make a run on that high side. And Rush and Jeremy staying on that low side. Giving each other lots of room here, making sure, you know, I know Tony'd like to go down here and get a little side draft off them too, but he's giving them plenty of room, man. You can put a whole truck in between them. William Kirk ducking to the outside now. If they could get the 4 of them up on that high side, they could motor right on by Rush and Jeremy. Now William ducks back down to the low side. So these guys are really battling it hard here. Tony and Spencer on that high line. Spencer doing a good job pushing Tony there. Got to be a little careful of that bumper hook, though.
Oh, big time, man. When you get that car, go swinging back and forth, and you catch that corner of that bumper.
Oof. Yeah, it's good night, Irene, then.
Oh, it sure is.
Rush still hanging in there, him and Jeremy on that low line. Doing a great job out front there. And it looks like Tony's maybe going to lead that lap. I believe Tony led that lap. Spencer doing a great job of pushing Tony out here. Ooh, they're going three wide. They're switching up. Boy, that was a good job Holy smokes, man, that was great.
Wow, the 38 left Rush all went up the
Yep.
hill, and wow.
Yeah. Wonder why he did that. Unless he might have been getting hot too, and he.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Tony got in the back of the Spencer Burn, man. Got him a little loose.
So Spencer Burns out here and going to lead a lap now, Ed.
That's a good job by Spence, but
Yes.
well, I don't know what on there, but Tony went to push him, and all of a sudden he almost wrecked himself.
Wow. So Rush and Jeremy getting hooked back up. Vic Greenwood trying to sneak by him here all by himself on that low line. He's got quite the run coming. Vic trying to get a little bit of draft off these guys up front here, Sean Butler and Wayne Kirk. But he's got a little distance between them now. I don't believe he's going to catch that draft. But up front here still, man, Tony and Spencer battling it out. Doing a great job pushing each other. Tony airing it out a little bit right now. And that's affording William Kirk and Sean Butler to get a run on them. And they moved to the outside and going to try to get a run on them, Ed.
Yeah, they sure. I think they'll have it. Tony waited too long from pushing, but he'll try to push him back up. But I doubt that'll happen because he might, you got to watch their gauges on those. Man, those things really get hot quick.
Yeah.
What happens there? You can lose power by if you get it overheated a couple times, then you lose power out of the motor.
Right. Yep. It's like it drops a cylinder or something.
Yeah, overheats that motor big time.
Well, Tony's not a rookie at this. He's a very seasoned veteran, so he knows how far he can push it and how far he can't. But we've all seen many times that these things, the engines will all of a sudden they're good, and then the next second it'll blow.
Oh yeah, it sure would.
It just takes 1 second. So Tony losing his. No, he pulls up the hill and gathers his partner back up again. But that's going to afford Jeremy Patterson and William Kirk get a run here on the low line. And looks like Sean Butler is going to lead that lap. Jeremy Patterson trying to get a run on the low line here. Rush coming along with them. So those two back to being partners again. And Aaron Davis hooking up with Dustin Lee, and that is for position. Aaron had that bumper hook there earlier, but pitted, got back out here, and he's doing great now, coming back up through the field.
He must have had wondering out there, like, you know what I mean? I'm looking out the driver's window and see what's going on. I think that's what happened. He got out of place where he was.
Yeah.
You ever do that? You wander off the track and look at something else, and all of a sudden, where am I, man? I'm on the bar apron.
Yeah. Lap 51, Ed. 25 to go. So these guys really hanging loose up here, just making sure that they're trying to get all these laps down. Then you're gonna see one heck of a finish here coming at the end, because we've got about 8 cars in this lead pack up here, and hopefully we don't see a caution. We don't want to see a finish under caution, but I think it's going to be a great finish.
Wow, look at Aaron Davis back up there. Ooh, Rush is on the apron. Give him room. Good job. Boy, that was a good save by Rush.
Lost his partner, but he's still got a little bit of the draft here in the tail end of the draft. But he may wind up losing that draft off them guys.
Oh yeah, so look at the speed these trucks are doing now.
Yeah, these guys. I don't know if Jeremy could back up and pick them up or not, because they are teammates, and eventually Jeremy's going to have to, because Dustin Lee and Aaron Davis are going to motor right on by him, because he doesn't have a partner.
Oh yeah, big time, Rudy.
So Jeremy's going to have to drop back and pick him up. I think that was just Rush guy had one of them doggone bumper glitches again, and just caught that bumper, and that's all it takes is just that fraction of a split second there, you know, and you can lose it. So our leader's switching up now, Spencer and Tony. God, my mouth is so dry. Take that one pill of mine, and man, it just makes my mouth so dry. My throat.
Yep, mine does the same thing at night, Rudy.
Yep. Makes my throat and everything dry. I kind of almost lose my voice, you know. Aaron Davis going high there. Him and Dustin Lee switching you know, for pushing. So good job by them two. William Kirk and Sean Butler on that high side, trying to keep that run going up there.
Sure, that 38 never went back for Rush, man. So now they're both going to lose positions here.
Yeah, he wasted that time now. See, he should have went back right away and picked up his partner, and they would have never lost that draft. And now they'll never get back up there now. William Kirk and his partner lost that position because they needed to switch. And I'm not sure how good of a pusher William can be with all that nose damage. He's got a lot of nose damage. Tony Godwin out in the lead, him and his partner. Here's Spencer. Followed right up by Dustin Lee and Aaron Davis. Two coming. Dustin Lee coming back up through the field, man, coming from way back. And doing a great job. So these six right here, nose to tail. And the front four are switching up. And this could play into the hands of William Kirk and Sean Butler, because they've already switched. So this time by will be starting lap 57. They've got 20 to go right now, 19 to go. And these six still out here just nose to tail. Great racing going on up here, Ed. These guys, well, all these guys have raced together for quite a while, except for Spencer. But I think Spencer's, he's earning the respect out there. He's being a very, very good racer out there with these guys tonight, Ed.
Yeah, he sure is, man. I mean, that's where you got to be. Try to fit right in here with these rest of these drivers, you know, have the respect like they do. Mm-hmm. And that's all they race around each other week after week here.
Yep, he's got to earn that respect the same as, you know, they've got to give him respect like he needs to give them respect. And so far, I think tonight, man, he's proven his abilities here. So, and I don't want to say that too loud, but so Dustin Lee,
whoa, 51 came down a little bit.
Yeah, easy there, Dustin.
Oh, he pulled way up. He should never pulled way up there.
Well, I think Aaron went down just a little bit too early, And Dustin didn't realize that Spencer was right there, I think. He was just following his partner.
Yeah, 10-4.
I think. That's what it looked like from my angle here, but it's all good. Everybody checked up and nobody's wrecked out or anything, so that's a good thing. So let's go back in the field here a little bit. Ed, kind of keep an eye on them leaders, and I'm going to go back here and check and see what's going on back here a little ways.
Okay.
Rush back here in the 7th position, and guess what? Him and Jeremy are hooked up again now.
Yeah, I went down there. Because I was telling Jeremy to run that high side so Rush should catch up to you, man.
Yeah. And Timothy Lewis running in the 9th position and being pushed by David Howard Jr., which David Howard Jr. is in last place. Had some internet issues and got in here a little late, but at least he made it in the race, and that's what's important to get the points. Got to be here to
sure
get
is.
the points. And way back, we've got Vic Greenwood falling way back to 10th spot. Him and Chuck Scala getting hooked up now.
Whoa, Spence hit the apron. Got it back on track.
Kevin O'Brien and Matthew Breckel running back here in 12th and 14th place. Steve Hurst running in the 13th, but when they cross the line, that's going to change, I believe. Steve Hurst will
Put
be...
Dustin. Go ahead, Rudy.
Sorry.
I put Dustin back out in front here with Aaron pushing. But I guess we're going to look at Spencer Burns and
Tony Godwin.
Tony Godwin there. We're going to try it up on the high side until you get around.
Roger that. Yep. Oh, Dustin coming up the hill. Huh? Him and his teammate are going to switch or something there. I'm not sure what's going on with why Dustin does that, but put a little,
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, put a little scare in them guys coming on his high side or something. I don't know, but
They put it back in line at the bottom there. I guess he needed a switch, and he thought he was going to do it, but he couldn't do it then. So,
right.
yeah. Ooh, they're not going to give him a chance to switch. There he goes. Now he's going up the hill.
Yeah, there you go. So he's battling, man. What a battle going on here.
Well, these cars are moving back and forth. A lot of wind right there, Rudy.
Oh yeah, definitely. William Kirk and Sean Butler just sitting there. They're cooling their engines off. They know, they're riding just to kind of stay in that draft. Them two right there, I'm telling you what, they're lurking. They're lurking.
10-4, Rudy.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 12 cars on the lead lap. Awesome.
Yeah, very good.
Steve Hurt will be our first car lap down there and get his lap back, but another caution comes out.
Well, we don't want that.
Oh no, but I'm just saying if
Yep.
it did have to come out. Yeah.
So yeah, these Aaron Davis and Dustin Lee trying to motor by on that high side, but like I said, unless you got 3 or 4 of you up there, it's just too hard to get by up there on that high line.
Well, yeah, because like I said, Rudy, there's too much air going up the back of these spoilers, and these cars, you're almost like you can touch door to door. So much wind.
Yep.
And that high side is just awful, like you said, Rudy, unless you had 3 or 4 cars up there to help you get past the low line. Whoa! 21 drops in front of the 56 there.
Man.
Spencer Burns, man. Whoa, what so close that was.
Oof. Yeah.
I don't know if that was the bell.
I don't know.
Was that partner here for a minute? I don't know.
I don't know if Aaron was trying to get up there to maybe lead a lap or something, but you're not going to be able to do it without your partner, Aaron.
Oh no, you're right.
Because Spencer there and Tony Godwin, they're going to just dump you off because they're hooked up. They're turning, and now they're switching. Oh man, what What a good job that was. Well, we're seeing some great racing here, Ed.
No, he pulled that that truck in front of Dustin Lee, man. He thought Dustin Lee was going to close that gap, but Spencer Burns, man, pushed that thing right down there and said, "You're not taking that position, man. We already switched.
Yep.
You want to take that position? You get up on that high side."
But I think Dustin gave him the room.
I think he let off the throttle a little bit to give him that room instead of say I'm not going to if I go up there against Tony Godwin there, I would maybe cause a wreck because you're going to come down and hit my front nose, and we don't need a wreck right now.
It would bust up the partnership there, and again, that's the respect that these guys give each other out there, And man, I got to commend that. That was some great racing right there.
We got 10 laps to go, Rudy.
Man, counting them down quick, Ed.
Oh yeah, man, they're cruising. I think. What do you think, Rudy? You just ride there for a while and then wait till like 5 or 3 laps to go?
Well, I think these guys are probably doing some planning right now. I'm not sure what Tony and Spencer have got planned up, but I'm sure Dustin Lee and Aaron Davis, they're already.
Look at the 6 coming. 6 is coming. Or is that the 9? Whoa! Whoa! Hang on to it. Hang on to it. You got to say, wow.
Good job saving on that one.
Wow, the Spence come up that hill and hit that wall and come back down. I thought he was going to take the whole field out.
I did too.
Well, my heart was in my mouth, Judy. I was, holy crap.
After all this
good
racing,
save,
we didn't want to see that.
Good race. It was good job, Spencer. And that was close.
So definitely, these guys really impressing the heck out of me. So as they cross the line, we're looking at 8 laps to go, Ed. And these front 6 up here still battling. Oh, no.
Got a wreck.
Oh, my God, no. Oh, that just took them all out. And caution out?
I don't know. I don't see no caution yet, Rui.
Oh, no. Let's go to...
Or Spencer Burns' car is like skipping.
Let's go to the far chase view here, and I'm going to go slow. I'm not sure what was going on up there.
Caution's out.
Okay. It looked like Aaron and Dustin were going to switch up. But Spencer...
And didn't Spencer went through the middle there?
Yeah, he kind of... Yeah, and it was a little bit of net coating there, but he did catch the back bumper of Aaron Davis. And that took a bunch of them out right there. So Tony didn't... I don't think Tony really got a lot of damage. He got a little bit of nose damage maybe from tapping the back end of Spencer. But Spencer got quite a bit from hitting Aaron Davis in the rear there too. So, wow. Doggone it, man. They were in so good together. Holy moly. I don't like to see it right finish like that.
What he should have done is just followed the 21 up through there. Yeah, I don't know why he pulled it 3 wide. Yeah. There was nowhere to go when you go into that position like that. I would have just let off the gas, let your partner know in your back that you're lifting a little bit. And going 3 wide like that was so tight. Okay. 21 come right down on top of him.
Well, Aaron, I believe we're going to see probably some of these guys. I see William Kirk. I think he's coming in because he got a little more damage on that truck now. So we're starting to see a few more of the guys coming in on pit road now. Sean
Did
Butler.
you look at that replay, Rudy, or no?
Yes, I did.
You see where the 21 came down in front of him, though.
Yeah. But, you know, Spencer shouldn't have went 3 wide there.
No, he should have just, left the throttle and gave
Right.
him some room up on the high side.
Right. So it was kind of
But
a combination of all, but so these guys doing 4 tire changes in the pit, Ed. They're going to top off the tanks with fuel. They're going to try to get we got a few of them sitting on pit road, so they've already used their resets. That's too bad. These guys were running so good. Wow. You know, William Kirk and Spencer and Aaron Davis and Kevin O'Brien also on pit road too, so not sure, maybe he got caught up in a little bit of that mess too.
You know, 4 cars are sitting on pit road with damage getting fixed.
Yep. So not sure who the wave by would be. I would say probably Steve Hurst would be the wave by, Ed.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, Steve, your first man down.
Mm-hmm. So that'll put him back on the lead lap. They still haven't crossed the stripe yet, though. That could change once they all cross the stripe here. See, Timothy Lewis got an awful lot of nose damage too, Ed. Oh, man,
Yeah, that's too bad, man.
He's got a ton of nose damage on that. We'll go to the rear chase view. Oh my. Wow. Bunch of nose damage there, Timothy. Wow. Right side and left side, both. Trying to show it on the broadcast here so he can, if he watches it later, he can see that. Wow. Rush, he'll be restarting in 4th position, Ed.
Oh, 10-4.
Sean Butler in 3rd. Tony Godwin in 2nd, and Dustin Lee up here is still up in the lead. So I'm not sure what we're going to see for partnership when we come around here, because we're going to only have a couple of laps. So,
Oh, wow, we sure are, Rudy.
yeah, it's only going to be a couple of laps left in the race.
So Dustin Lee and Tony Godwin there, and Sean Butler running 3rd. Jared Akey running on the 4th position. We got Timothy Lewis running the 5th position. Vic Greenwood running the 6th. Chuck Scallop running the 7th. Jeremy Patterson running 8th. And Kevin O'Brien running 9th. And number 10 spot goes to Aaron Davis.
So we're still seeing Aaron's still on pit road. You might still be trying to get a little damage fixed up on that.
Yep, 10-4, Rudy.
See, Brian Vandenheck, I didn't see where he left the race or anything. He must be watching the race, but I see he's 40 laps down.
Yeah, I saw that, Rudy.
He must have had too much damage to continue, I guess. So the cars start to get caught back up to the field here.
So what are you showing? At least 3 laps, Rudy, or we're going to look at 2 laps to go the checkered?
Let's see. They're going to be going green,
Slap.
so that would be 73.
2 laps. Shootout.
Well, it'd be actually 3 because, you know, the way iRacing does that, you know. It's actually 3 laps. Because when they go across the line, it'll be 75. Now they got to make that whole lap, so you got to count that as a lap.
So what do you think, Rudy, on this restart there? Who's going to go with who? You think Russia's going to go with Tony Godwin, or
Yes.
or you think Tony's going to go with Dustin Lee?
I think they're going to go with just right. They're, you know, 1 and 3 are going to go together, and 2 and 4 are going to go together. So Tony and Rush are going to probably go together, and Dustin and Sean are going to go together.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
I think. I mean, you know, that would probably be the sensible thing to do because of the way the cars are bunched up behind them.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, don't give that line. So the pace car ducks off, and we're getting ready to go green flag to finish this out. Green, green, green.
Here we go. That's what happens. 2-lap shootout. Let's see who's got it and who don't.
So Tony and Rush getting hooked up on this high line right directly, man. Just real quick. And just not enough room to clear them yet to duck down on that low line, and that's going to be where
That's
it's
the
gonna
line
have
you
to
need.
be.
That's the line you need.
Rush coming
Whoa,
unhooked.
Rush gets out. Rush hits the wall a little bit.
Maintains it, though. But he is going to lose that position. He's going to lose his partner there with Tony. With Dustin Lee and Sean out there. Tony was not a partner. Timothy Lewis trying to get up there, maybe hook up with Tony. Across the stripe, 2 to go, Ed.
Sure is, Rudy. Boy, Rush, man, I don't know what happened, but he's trying to get back up that fork and just come off the gas a little bit and give him a hand to catch back up. But he might end up with Tony, but Tony's going to slip back if he stays up too high.
And Tony kind of backed out of it a little bit. Not sure why. He wants to get back in there with Rush, or he lost a ton of positions up there on that high line.
He sure did. Unless he hooks up with Vic Greenwood there.
Wow.
Running the 5th spot.
So Rush trying to get hooked up with Timothy. Excuse me. Those 2 can get hooked up. And 1 lap to go. Last lap.
Boy, Rush is just up and down, man, on this truck.
Yep. Well,
this says all the marbles right here.
Yep. I don't think anybody's going to have anything for them as long as they stay in line and keep that thing straight. Yeah, he's having a little difficulty keeping that thing on Timothy's bumper.
Oh yeah, big time. I was watching him, man. That's what you did before, and it's just going up and down, up and down.
So coming to the line here, it looks like we're going to get Dustin pulls out, and it's going to be a battle right to the very end.
Dustin should have it, didn't he? Nope.
No, I don't. I think Sean got it. No, Dustin did get it. Wow. Let's go back and look at that again. Wow, man, what a finish. We'll watch them come to the line here. And it's Dustin by, I mean, a hair. He goes across the line 6/1000ths of a second ahead of Sean Butler. Holy smokes. Wow, what a finish.
Perfect race, thank you.
That's what I suppose it can be.
Dustin Lee, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Oh, what a finish, Dustin. You guys put on one heck of a season opener show tonight. All of you. I mean, some of the greatest racing Ed and I've witnessed by you guys. And to see the packs running so well, just amazing. Congratulations coming home first place. And you got anybody you'd like to give a wave out to or give thanks to?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, sponsor Olive Hill Welding, and the Norgard team, WKND. Like the first win for them. So, yeah, hopefully it's a good start for everything. Hopefully for this season too in Maximum Speed.
Very good. Ed, you got anything for him?
Hey, good win there, Dustin, man.
You have to say it
Oh yeah,
in the
big
server.
thanks to y'all too for putting us on and everything else, and getting it set up with a bunch of good drivers, and make it a real joy to race.
In the server, Ed.
Good job there, Dustin Lee, man. What a battle you had tonight, man. Wow. Watch you up through the field, go back and forth, man. And getting that win from the 88, man, from Sean Butler, man. He pulled out up on the high side. And, man, that's a photo finish right there, man. So close that you got across that checkered line there, man, which is, wow. Great job there, Dustin, man, and good win.
Thank you, and once again, thank y'all to putting this on, and commentating. Do a great job.
Thank you very much, Dustin.
Sean Butler, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy. What do you do, leave?
Don't know. Dustin,
Yeah,
Sean
he
Butler
did.
left.
Well, we'll go up there, I guess.
Mike can catch him in.
Channel switch.
Sean, you're supposed to stay in the server, but that's all right. Sean, can you walk us through that last lap? Where did he go? He left. What the heck? Where's everybody going? Hello?
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah, we're
Where's
here.
Sean?
Go down one
I
more
don't
channel.
know.
I'll move you down.
Oh, I got it.
Channel switch.
Sean, you're supposed to stay in the server.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Well, no, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, walk us through that last lap, if you don't mind, here for the broadcast. And did you kind of feel like a sitting duck there? You knew Dustin was going to pull out at the right time and try to get you, or did you think you had
User
enough
joined your channel.
to keep him at bay?
Yeah, when we started out there, I knew I could only push for about a lap and a half, and I knew we were going to have to switch, and that was going to put me in a bad position. And I tried to hold my brake a little bit to try to keep him from getting such a run, but he backed it out a little bit further than I expected, and he just got the good run. And I just tried to hold on, and I almost had it, but that's the way it is. I'm just happy I was still running after that wreck there.
Well, roger that. But you guys put on one heck of a race here tonight. A couple cautions there, but a lot of it, what we've seen, we knew that the build was supposed to take some of that friction out of the bumper glitch, and from what we've seen tonight, it's still there. Maybe it's not as bad as it was, but it's still there. But congratulations coming home second, and great race out there tonight. I know it was a battle, and you guys fought it very, very well up front. And but anyhow, would you like to give a wave out to anybody or say thanks to anybody?
Well, I just, congrats to Dustin for that win. We worked good together in the beginning of that race, and then everyone was doing good out there, and wish we could have kept it green there to the end. I think me and William had something for him, but it's the way it works. And just say hi to my little brother. He's out there watching out in Chicago.
Very cool. Ed, you got anything for Sean?
Yeah, good win, good second place there for sure, Sean, man. I see you battling there with Dustin there. It's too bad he went out. I thought he was going to push you to the win, but you take that chance. You're at Daytona. If you have a chance to win, man, you're going to take it. Obviously, he was just really flying up on the, you guys are on the low line there, and he come up on that high side to get that pass on you, man. You did a great job, but you did also a great job for having a good race tonight, and you guys just put a hell of a show on tonight for us in the booth, man. So congratulations again on second place there, Sean Butler, man. Good driving, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. It was fun.
All right. Timothy Lewis.
Hey, you finally talked to me.
Yeah. Well, you're talking in the server, and I'm talking in TeamSpeak, but whatever works.
Okay, can you hear me in here?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Great run out there tonight. I mean, you had a ton of nose
Buddy, left
damage.
your channel.
You didn't get it fixed up, but you managed to stay out there. You and Rush getting hooked up toward the end there,
Joined your channel.
and we really kind of thought that you were, going to be able to get back up there and battle for position. But Rush got one of them hooks on your back bumper and almost lost it, but he wound up saving it, and it cost him a couple positions. But you managed to stay up there and come home third place. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I feel bad. I brought out the first caution of the race. William was really running with me very good, and I ran probably the best race I've ever run at a restrictor plate, and I still made some mistakes there at the end. I didn't even think about winning the race, but I was glad that I was able to hold on the third.
Well, very good job, man. You guys, you all ran really good out there tonight. So you want to give a wave out to anybody or say thank you to anybody?
No, I don't know if anybody's watching. If they are, they know who they are. I appreciate you guys for putting this on and putting up with us. Like I say, I really appreciate David Howard. He came in there and kept me where I was at. And if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't even been up there in the top 5 when that caution came out. And then apologize again to William. He was working great with me, coaching me along, and I just kind of got, like I say, I thought that slick bumpers were working a little bit better, but I hooked him and turned him, and I hate that. But it is what it is. He's not mad at me. He knows I didn't do it on purpose.
Very good, very good. Ed, you got anything for him?
Yeah, Timothy. Just want to let you know, man, good third place finish tonight, buddy. It doesn't matter, and things happen on the track. Like Rudy said, they still didn't get the hooking out of these trucks, and I thought they would by now. Every time they do a rebuild, we're hoping for a little better. Like when we first started, if you remember right, Timothy, when I pushed you at Talladega, everything was perfect. And every time they make a rebuild with these trucks or whatever mod we're working on, they think you get it better, and it gets worse. The hooking's a little bit better, but I didn't see that much tonight in the race. What I saw in the race tonight was awesome. And all in all, it probably could have been worse if we had the little changes that they make in a race. But all in all, Timothy, man, good third place, like I said, man, and nothing you can do about it. It's just racing. And your fellow members that are out there racing with you, they know what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's nobody's fault. Things happen. It doesn't matter what track you're at. And that's all I got to really say, man. I just want like you guys let you know, man, it was really good racing for me and Rudy to go up here in the booth and watch. And you guys, like I said, man, you guys did a hell of a job tonight. There was a mishaps, but you know what? I look at it, it's just racing, dude. So we'll take it to the next track next weekend. See what happens.
Hey, thank you guys. At least I got that Budweiser truck you painted up there with a little bit of airtime tonight.
That's right.
Very good. Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for this week at the season opener of Season 2 in the trucks at Daytona, 75 laps. And we had, let's see, our Dustin Lee coming home first, Sean Butler second, Timothy Lewis in third place, Rush coming home fourth place, Jeremy Patterson fifth, Vic Greenwood in the sixth, Kevin O'Brien seventh, Chuck Scala eighth, Tony Godwin ninth, Spencer Burns coming home 10th, Steve Hurst coming home 11th, William Kirk 12th, Aaron Davis 13th, Matthew Breckel 14th, and David Howard Jr. 15th, Brian Vandenheck 16th, And I believe that was it. Yeah, that'll do it this week then.